retrograde is an energy source. It's a lot of energy. Whatever type of energy is you manifesting, that's what's gonna come to the forefront. So I tell people to stay optimistic. You know, so
Man.
yeah, straight up.
Optimistic. Y'all hear that? The opposite of pessimistic. So when you see a pessimistic person, everything is wrong, man, learn to have optimism. Learn that it's tomorrow. You know, nobody took your bottle forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit. Real shit.
You know, yeah, real talk.
no, it's not a gift. The ability to see problems is not a gift.
No, but the problem, this problem,
negative shit is that's the odds of looking from the lens of a pessimistic person. All you can see is negative shit. You hear me? That don't mean you motherfucking got a gift. You just a negative motherfucker. That's all that mean. Shit.
Hey, real talk. Hey, man, RIL. I keep staring out for life when we living in gangsters paradise. I'm in love to Coolio, brother.
Rest in love,
man, bro. You left a lot here for us to hold. Now, prior to his passing, he did say it was a lot that he wanted to actually speak out about, but he feared for his family and other people, not for himself, but he feared for other people. So I find that mighty odd that Coolio passed on the last day of the retrograde, brother. Like the last official day of the retrograde. Yeah, we lost Coolio at 59. But bro, what do you think about that? Like, when you get a chance to reflect, like a retrograde is the time where all the mistakes that you have made, they come back and test you. Like, this is a phase where you're being tested from the past. Like, so the earth speeds up, but it's actually going backwards, where you actually are being tested by past things you've done. If you say with your diet, I'm gonna correct my diet. I'm a vegan. I only eat raw plants. It's the only thing I will consume. You're gonna be tested with some bacon. You know what I'm saying? See, somebody gonna make a real good steak where you're gonna be like, Dad, the steak tastes good, but then you know, they like it's flesh. People battle with they say. A person say, man, I'm gonna be an honest person. I'm gonna be a faithful person. I'm gonna do this. You are going to be tested. And even in the retrograde, even if those tests come to your front door and by somehow you just manage to say you still passed the test. You might have barely passed the test, but you passed the test. So for us that are here, there are a lot of things that we decided that I'm going to start, and I'm going to start something new. You know what I'm saying? So that retrograde is past. A lot of people started businesses. They did make health changes. They were in alignment to where they was getting something turning. Now them wheels are about to turn now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hold steady, them wheels about to turn for you. So yeah, like a retrogrades are things that are happening. It is real. I mean, I might as well say, like, it's real. At the beginning of this retrograde, I'd already said in one of our podcasts, the beginning of September, I said it's gonna be a rough month. And the retrograde started off with me losing a good person that I know close to. His wife killed him, or her son killed him, as they say. I say it's different things, but this began the retrograde. Then we lost PNB Rock, then Lotcast Desto, BFG Strap, Coolio at the very end, and man, like there was so many arguments, road rage, people going, I don't know, bro. I say this retrograde, yeah, man, I'd be happy to see the end of the retro. Yeah, because I'm tired of going back in the past. Let's move forward. I even get this on the podcast. They say, my uncle said, you said you're not black. I said, hey, man, look, when I look in the mirror, when I'm in this podcast, I see bronze. They said Jesus had skin of bronze in a furnace with hair of wool. I look and I see shit. Yeah, I definitely got hair of wool. You know what I'm saying? So if I can keep that bronze, and yeah, my beard black, but now my skin brown. So yeah, I'm not agreeing or giving my power away because somebody said no, you're black. It's not happening. here with me, with a lot of people, you can run that, you can run it. But I just say, man, it was a retrograde. So you was being tested. I realized I was being tested. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get in no funk. I'm gonna make peace. Yeah, make everything with all the people supposed to go down with, Dirty. But hey, man, what did you learn, Dirty Mackin? What did you was? I don't even want to go to, because this shit in this world, is it pausing?
Nah,
I feel
go
like
ahead.
we freezing. Are we cool? All right, bro. Yeah. I feel like you was tested. I feel like certain things happen in this retrograde, but it's probably too deep for the world to even know, for real. It's probably too deep. I feel like all of us went through tests in this world to see how you gonna deal with it during this retrograde. It was put in front of you, and it's still, yeah, bro. I don't know. Damn near everybody I know in this retrograde, they was hit with something that blindsided the shit out of them. Like, I mean, I don't know nobody that wasn't. If you know somebody that was, tap in. Like, we need to holler at you, bro. I feel like, I know it's late. You know, we got the party jumping. It's 420, but bro, what was you tested? Did you have any obstacles during this retrograde? Did you have any?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people. You know, those emotions. You know, I always like to say, I stay in 3 dimensions, man. You know, I always like to say the time is now because the past is gone and the future ain't here yet. So we're in the physical realm, the spiritual realm, as well as the mental realm. So I always like to think before I react. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you react off of people's energy and they ethers, they retrograde, basically energy is like a reference to retrograde. Whatever type of energy that you bring out, that's what's ever's gonna manifest. Before, you know, we even get into that shit, let's bring up the definition of the retrograde. Matter of fact, an adjective, directed or moving backward, reverting to an earlier or inferior condition. To go back on the progress that has been made would be retrograde step, or the order of something reversed, inverse, the retrograde form of the inscriptions of amnesia, involving a period immediately preceding the casual event, genealogy of a metaphoric change resulting from a decrease in temperature or pressure. So back what you were saying, directed and moving backwards. You hear me? The energy. So just to give people some insight of what retrogrades mean. But my definition of it is just dealing with people's energy, whether it's optimistic energy or pessimistic energy. You know, like it was definitely some retrogrades, man. People pulling up on some high power bullshit is like what I like to call it. You hear me? And I'm passive aggressive. You know, I'll be passive until people start trying to be aggressive. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, you're dealing with a lot of crazy motherfuckers. You're dealing with a lot of emotional, unstable people. So I would say everybody's dealing with retrogrades. You know what I mean? It could be a motherfucker in your family. You hear me?
Hey, you're a Gemini, though, bro. Like, you're a Gemini. So y'all was high-powered on the serial killer list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You better believe it. You better believe it. Who was the best? Goddamn it, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my God.
But you know who the first serial, you know who the first American serial killer was? He was a Taurus. The first American serial killer was a Taurus, man. Oh shit.
Hey, that shit is crazy. I said, when you said me that shit, I say, God damn. I seen all these Virgos, and I'm like, God damn, I can't lie. I see the motherfucking, I see the traits. Sagittarius, I see the traits. Pisces, I see the traits. Gemini, I can see the motherfucking traits. But when you said that shit today, I said, damn. I thought it was just them force.
Yeah, he thought he was slick when he said that shit. I thought it was over with. Hey, people been other serial killers, motherfuckers been sharing that shit. They been sharing that shit too. Hey, boy, you can't see. You can't see what's a smiling face or prayer lips to say anything. You can't see what the motherfucker thinking and what's in their head. So you better start feeling people's energy. That's what I learned to start doing, observing, watching, and listening. Stop listening to what the fuck their mouth is saying and start feeling people's energy. You hear me? That's when I stop fucking. I'm like, hey, man, hey, motherfuckers, goddamn. You hear me? Yeah. I done stop fucking with some family members because of their fucking negative ass energy. You hear me? So shit, it's the bloodline. So if I don't give a fuck about them, surely I wouldn't give a fuck about another motherfucker. You hear me? I don't care who you is. If you entertaining some bullshit, I don't want to be around you. Basically, we can come to these think tanks, chop, pop, and try to build. You know what we trying to do in the future? And motherfuckers come, oh, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Like, goddamn, motherfucker, you don't like anybody. You hear me? These retrogrades we talking about, everybody energy. You hear me? Hey, you trying to build shit with motherfuckers, and motherfuckers just steadily trying to tear it down. Get the fuck away from these people. Stop making excuses for motherfuckers' negative, pessimistic energy. Stop making excuses for that shit. People give you affect people with your energy, or you infect people with your energy. I want to affect people. I don't want to infect people. You know what I mean?
Speaking of infections, I feel like it's a must to speak on this during this retrograde, because finally Mr. Charleston White admits and says, I'm with the law. Like, you know who behind me, so I bet you won't say my name. Like, he got Boosie with that shit. Boosie went through a lot in the retrograde. Bruh, Boosie Boo, you out there, homie. Shit, bruh, you being tested. I wouldn't even tell a whole lot of people that shit, but you have done some shit in your past that it has come back to you to see if you will respond the same, and you being tested. Like, and he's bro, I don't even get caught in these spiritual, all these different realms and labels that people give people. But I will say this: we all have different abilities that they're laying dormant, that we have not quite tapped into. A lot of people haven't. But then there are those who are starting to, like Mr. Pharaoh right here says, knowing how to decipher people's energy. And when you start feeling that energy and it tells you something, don't argue with it. Like, well, when they say argue with God, and they be like, you know what I'm saying? Or that's your God spear talking to you. So if you start hearing that voice, close your eyes. What is his name? And the dude on the elevator, the handicapped dude, kept barking at his Marvin. When Marvin was in the AAU meetings, and she told him, take a deep breath. He said, oh, so when the handicapped dude, oh, fuck you up, but he said, man,
hey, that's what y'all got to do with Charleston White.
Let me get the elevator.
With Charleston White, with Charleston White run across you, Boosie, just breathe.
Yeah.
It's the biggest nigga hater in the motherfucking game. He want to lock you up. He want to lock you up worse than the white man. You hear me? Ain't that some shit? They gonna get these niggas. They gonna get these type of niggas. They gonna shine a light on these type of niggas. You hear me? For real.
Hey, bro, shit. He's serious.
You see the type of bitch. You see Cynthia G. He finna go on Fox News next. You hear me? They go look, they watching them. Oh yeah, we need the kind of nigga on her, old Stephen A. Smith ass niggas, old Cynthia G ass niggas, old man hating ass bitch. You hear me? Turn nigga down. She like the lady Charleston White. She like the chick. How did they hate? How did they hate black people more than white people? How does that happen?
Wow.
How is that happen?
Bro, and then all this shit
more than the racist white people. Now we love everybody. It's some loving white people, but we talking about the ones that fuck the niggers. I mean, hell, you a nigger lover?
They had a transsexual man. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to call people no more, bro. Do you want to be called them, they, he, she? I don't know what to call. End of the day.
Right.
Dr.
If a woman's lady is motherfucking makeup too good, you get a bucket and splash her goddamn face just to see just to see if it's a woman. Now you gotta see, you gotta get birth certificates. Bitch, let me see your birth certificate.
Umar Johnson called. What is this person's name? Because he did a whole thing. The transgender.
You talking about the transgender Hope Giselle?
Hope Giselle.
Yeah.
Hope Giselle. Umar Johnson. He does this interview, and Hope Giselle. He's not knowing that this is a man he talking to, but they dealing with male-female relations.
Cynthia G knew.
She knew.
She knew. She should have informed him.
And
she should have informed him.
Beautiful. He called her beautiful. Oh,
bitch. She a man hating bitch. She'll probably hook him up too. You hear me? Hey, this will be the bitch hooking this motherfucker up with men. You hear me? That's the type of motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is right, bro. You supposed to, goddamn. What the fuck is this? Just every identity crisis. This is an identity crisis going on, bro. We got these motherfuckers up here like Cynthia and G. They think they white than the motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
Charleston White act like he white than the motherfucker.
His last name White. He don't
White. His last name White. He white. Charleston White. His last name is White. Hey, that's the problem, goddamn. That's the motherfucking problem.
He tell y'all what the fuck.
Let's get all these niggas. We're gonna lock all these niggas up.
Y'all
he want to lock more niggas up than DC. He want to lock more niggas up than DOC. Department of Corrections. Single-handedly, this nigga right here. This nigga is supposed to be the second coming to Jesus. Like he helping nigga. I ain't seen what the nigga did yet. Good. I see the buffoonery he do. You hear me? Everybody go to YouTube to watch his buffoonery. I still ain't seen what the fuck the nigga do yet. You hear me?
I can't lie. I'm gonna play the advocate. Yeah, I'm gonna play the advocate, bro. I know a lot of people out there say Charleston White is doing great things. Like Jesus. I done heard shit. Rainwater saying that shit.
What the
fuck? Bro, but partner
Jesus.
Mike, I know.
Jesus. That's a drop the mic speech.
Hey man.
You gotta drop the mic.
For real. Hey, but I will say
Jesus. Damn.
I will say during this retrograde, PNB Rock lost his life over a chain. So I asked this question to the disciples and the people who look like ourselves. If you are living in these days of a higher essence or a higher thought of yourself and a greatness of yourself, are we trying to break free from the chains, or do we actually want to kill and have the chains on? Because this man lost his life, and there are a lot of people saying, hey, in California, it's like that now. So if you got on something expensive, if you're in the wrong place, I don't care if you getting something to eat, if you buying something off a stand, if you went in the store to pay for some gas, motherfuckers will get at you to get what you got on, because okay, so is there a set poverty? I don't even want to call it poverty, because us at the fort, us cats go so hard in the paint for y'all that we're not gonna even call it poverty. We're gonna call it what it is. During this retrograde, Queen Elizabeth passed as well. So when you get into that and you say $1 billion estate, several were given to other family members, $1 billion estates. And we think being a millionaire is a wealth, but you're telling me people have several $1 billion estates. All right, so with that being said, who's dividing the earth's resources with the people? We say government. Governments means governance, to governance. Like, so if you're over a whole structure, who gives somebody the right to say, okay, here goes a field, but 1% of the field in this food, 1% is going to get 98% of the food. And the 1% gets that, and 99% of you have to fight over 1% of the food that's in the field. what the fuck do you think is going to happen? Like, so when we look at this shit and we break it down for really what it is, 1% of this world is dividing 99% of the resources amongst people, and we're calling it money. So now if you have expensive jewelry on and you walk into a store and people have nothing, they could be standing next to you in the store, go back out, put on the mask, go grab their gun and say, give me your chain, everything in your pocket. If you don't do it exactly what they say right then, they probably gonna bust your motherfucking melon and take the chain off and undo your pockets right then. That is where we at. So when you speak reasonable or talk about this shit exactly the way it is, you get different results. And everything knows that people are ready to speak and talk exactly what it is, but they not doing it. There's still a fear mechanism. What else do you have to lose? You made it through the retrograde. So far, there is a retro shade over us now. There is a retro shade. There's still the shadows of the retrograde around. But I say, if you are still rocking with us, pass your test. Like, pass your test. Don't die over a chain. Don't wear all your jewelry somewhere where you know motherfuckers go, where you know it's 99% have everything, 1% don't have shit. If you know that, don't put yourself in them situations unless you got security that's right there with you and they know it's suicide. Like, well, I say suicide. The dude BFG Strap, he passed in South Dallas, but he got into a fight with a guy, cut a 900. So he supposedly had robbed this dude and he have it on camera. So with what he did, this dude like, hey, we gonna box. So they fight it out. He ended up whooping the dude. The dude like, all right, you're not gonna rob me and whoop my ass. So he shoot him. Now he shoot him while all his people there. The dude ended up getting shot over 30-something times afterwards. So if somebody know that they going into a suicide mission and they say, fuck it, I'm gonna commit suicide, let that be okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody gets you and you know the motherfucker done got cut up or whatever, then okay, like you died, that whatever happened after that. But don't put yourself in a situation where you got on $100,000 chain, your little girl with you, and your wife is with you. You walk up into a place where you know some bullshit could occur, and you get gunned down in the middle of a like. And I only say that because it's a retrograde. This dude spoke of this weeks prior to him actually passing. Like, so this was something he should have learned or knew, and he failed the test. There were several people that had been through similar situations that made the same decisions. I seen several similar situations in my own life, but somehow I passed those tests. Like, so that's what in the retro shade, let's keep building and passing those tests, bro. We only want to see bigger shit. Like, we only want to see bigger things happen. We tired of seeing the young black person who they're calling black, the bronze people, furnished burnt bronze people, take a stance as to where they're Baradamus and not Christ. Like, Baradamus got away with the murders and all that and watched the innocent people die. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Barabbas, yeah.
Barabbas, yeah. Like, so he got away. They let him go. But they took the people. So this conscious, this resonating amongst the earth, or all of these people that passed, the Marcus Garveys, you know, all of these innocent people, the Bob Marleys, the Tupacs, the Malcolm X's, all of the people who people won't speak about the past, their spirit still resonates through all of us. You might be that person reincarnated. However it is, there's definitely, Russ, it's definitely a time to start. Look, man, this retrograde, yeah. Go ahead, Dirty. Yeah.
This what I say, man, to the young life. Protect yourself at all times, man. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. You know you're in a position, you in a see they youngsters too, man. So they fearless, basically. You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they not thinking, they just basically kids. They not going out thinking no motherfucker finna rob them for their chain. You hear me? They going out trying to do a show, collect some money. They you know, they probably out with their woman or something. That's another thing, especially when you out with your woman. Always be on alert, man. And women most of the time is a distraction. You know what I mean? Especially when you working. You hear me? Shit, if I goddamn it, if he was working, she should have been at the goddamn house in the first place. Shit, you can't go to her fucking job like that. You hear me? So stop letting these motherfuckers infiltrate and shit. They all that goddamn. Because I feel if she wasn't there, he would have been more on point. You know what I mean? Now he got murdered. He probably wouldn't
have been there.
He probably wouldn't have been there.
He probably wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these youngsters, man, they got to keep their security, you know, and we got to get on these punk ass record labels' ass for sending our kids out here. Once again, like I say, I didn't have no kids, but goddamn it, if I did have some kids, I'd be outraged for how these motherfucking record labels are sending these young kids out here with millions of dollars with no fucking security. That's what my outrage would be if I was a parent. But like I say, I don't have any kids. And I would recognize that my kids and your kids are one and the same. You hear me? Because we're a community of people. Shit.
Hey,
until we see it that way.
You got several youth, bro. You got several. And I'm not going to say kids because we do know that kids are baby goats. Like, we know that shit. We know the definition of kids. So, however, something that also came up in the retrograde. If I was pulling cards, I would say this. My young son say, how many brothers do I got? And he said, if Taylor, my brother, and Taj, my brother, and Kai, my brother, then like how many brothers I got? I say, you know what? Everybody who you just named, with the exception of Kai, is my sister's kids. So if them are my sisters, them are your brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? They daughters are your sisters. Only a society that would want to separate would have words like cousins, aunties. They separating brothers and sisters. Like, what the fuck? And it's these language that we speak, and we continue to perpetuate the same type of ignorance. Ignorance means to ignore what you know. If my sisters and brothers have children, if my brothers from mother and others, because you know what? Somewhere down the pipeline, your family was my family, however we look at it. If there was only two beings that started everything, we was all brothers and sisters at some point. You know, in other nations and other languages, people do acknowledge each other as brothers and sisters. They do that. So my kids are your kids. Shit, you see Kelsey, Kendall, Kai, anybody that came from shit, your kids too. Shit, something ever motherfucking happened to me, nigga, I would come back in this motherfucker. If niggas was like Mo3, where it's like his kids, this or that, and motherfuckers don't even fuck with their kids. Like, what kind of shit? So in the retrograde, as I'm saying, it's time for learning, because you do have some motherfuckers where, you know, if you had kids, they not gonna fuck nigga shit. They barely fuck with they self. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, and that motherfucking serial killer list, that shit was some other shit too, for real.
Yeah,
I only seen 4 signs, bro. How out of 12 signs in the zodiac, 12 signs in the zodiac, how do only 4 signs make the serial killer list? How does that shit happen?
That's the energy thing, I think, man. I think those are they're probably the most unstable zodiac signs as far as energy. You know what I mean?
Bro, crazy shit.
I know my shit, the Gemini sign, it's a happy face and it's a mad face. And that's the where a motherfucker can keep that balance. All this happy shit, you see what's going on with that shit. That's motherfuckers skipping through the goddamn flower bed and shit, grown ass men acting like motherfucking women. That's too much happy shit going on. But it's a balance, you know what I mean? So what advice would what do you think? Now, Coolio's death was allegedly of natural causes. Allegedly, we don't know. He wasn't murdered.
Wow.
I think he was murdered. You hear me? For talking about secret rituals.
Something to look
in the
into.
music industries.
Something to look into.
Rock, my personal opinion, he was murdered. He was just talking about his masters, getting control of his masters. He was murdered. A lot of Cash Desto, I don't know as much. You know, kind of. A lot of these rappers can take preventive measures. What do you think all of them probably could have did with their celebrity status to take preventive measures from them dying or getting killed or murdered?
I say the rap industry is a trap. Is it a trap? It's a trap. So they say get your money, shit, shine. The videos they want to see you with women, cash, money, America, you say it all the time, bro. America has a thirst for murder, sex, drugs. Like murder, sex, drugs. I mean, so if you dress people up in this expensive jewelry that nobody else has, they flash their cash around. The moment they do that shit around the wrong person, people are starving out here. I mean, I don't know what people think, but this COVID epidemic hit. When the COVID epidemic hit, they says, you know what? A lot of people gonna lose their job right now. We're gonna pay y'all for 18 months or for 12 months. They gave out unemployment check. People quit their job, said, damn, I'll make more money unemployed than I will working.
Why you think they did that? To keep niggas parked. They know motherfuckers ain't gonna want to go back to work after that shit. So they can raise the price on every fucking thing, exploit all of the resources from everybody. At the same time, we popping, everybody living their best life. Hey, I don't give a fuck what you say. Everybody lying. You hear me?
They lying. They lying.
It's an economic shutdown going on, man. Squeeze, tighten up, man. Tighten up. For motherfuckers, it's an economic shutdown going on. Tighten up.
Tighten the fuck up. Tighten up. Like square business. Tighten up.
Right.
And in the midst of that, in the midst of that, lighten up, brighten your light. Don't be afraid to shine your light. The necklace don't make you shine, motherfucker. You make you shine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Inside.
There we go. Like, you put $1 billion in a field and sit it there and watch what the $1 billion does. No thing.
Blow away
no
the motherfucker
thing.
Wind.
It can't move. You attract the billions of dollars. Man, it's scientists with inventions. They got patents, they're in court, they never got paid for it. You are the diamond. You are what it's looking for. Quit giving your power away to this bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have way more control than we really realize we have, but we give our power away to forces out, and then we blame the force, which they are. Yeah, you motherfucker. It is. I ran across a person that invented a patent that dealt with nanotechnology and computers. And the computer technology they invented actually made the computers realize and start contacting with other computers to where they said the computers start attacking the other computers. So this technology basically is in a force now where these apps and different things are being created are not only to control people, but control the other computers that are controlling those apps. So when we look at this shit, like the spy phones, the Androids, the smart TVs, we look at all of this technology shit and we think it's one thing, but it's actually another, a totally another. We look at it and say this, but the whole time the shit looking at you, it's collecting data. It's doing all of these things that it's time for us just to pick up and look and recognize and say, man, I've seen this shit before. I've seen all of this shit before. It could have been in past lives. Could have been 400 or 500 years ago. It's some of my people that I've met in this lifespan that I haven't seen for 500 years.
Hey, real talk, man. What I would say, you know, like I said, as far as the youth, or you say you don't like to refer to them as kids, but like I said, if I had control of if we own the record labels and shit, because these is our children that's going out here getting killed and shit like that. So they're not really supposed to give a fuck about them. You hear me? They taking insurance policies out on these motherfucking rappers, sending them out to the woods, hoping they get killed. Now they done turned the rapper to a martyr. They gonna sell way more music that they ever sold in the first place dead, and they getting paid on the insurance policy. So when you see these motherfuckers getting killed like that, we so used to hearing black on black crime, black on black crime, black on black crime. What do we automatically think it is? And what are they gonna show us on TV? Black on black crime. So with us being indoctrinated, indoctrination means to accept a set of beliefs uncritically, right? You hear me? Without question. Just like the religious indoctrination. Don't question God. So we just basically take orders from the authoritarian figures. You hear me? So these youngsters in the rap game, these labels perpetuating this hunger for murder, sex, and drugs. Most of these kids, they just kids. They not really gangsters like that. You hear me? Most of them not really gangsters. They got a little handful that's really like that, but most of them not even. You hear me? Hey man, he's not even like that. He's a good kid, you know. But these labels are perpetuating this murder, sex, and drugs, just like in the television stations. So what I would do to protect our kids, hey man, y'all need to have these motherfucking security guards out here with these rappers. Y'all got all this motherfucking money. Shit, stop sending these kids out here like this. I think they getting assassinated. That's my piece on it, bro.
I mean, I say in the midst of you saying they get assassinated, I say this. You said like that. So when they say they like that, because I just recently seen Yellow Beezy doing a dance that Mo3 used to do. And a dude said something to him in the crowd, and he was like, yeah, nigga, I'm like that. Like, so when niggas say they like that, what are they really talking about? Because some of these people, so-called, they do put hits out. They do certain things, but it's like if you get locked up in prison and you behind bars and you get to flash money or show things and you run across a motherfucker and you really talking about I'm like that. Now you got to prove you like that. You know what I'm saying? You could be working out or doing different things, bro, but it's a whole lot. I question the fact because I done seen some of the realest motherfuckers in this world. I done seen them, they gone, bro. Like some of the hardest, most with everybody. When you in high school, everybody knows shit. I was like state football, like great MVP offense, defensive MVP, special teams MVP, doing all of that type shit in high school. However, even if you don't have that gangster side to you that everybody looking at as gangster, the one who don't live till he 20. If you don't have that side of you in our community, that is not respected in the culture. Now, I understand the Shaka Zulu essence. I understand the warrior essence where you actually protecting a nation. You protecting a tribe. I understand that. But where in our culture have we got, oh, nigga, I'm really like that. And you can just say that bullshit. You ain't proved shit, but you can throw some money at a nigga and pay some nigga. That don't prove that you really like that. If you can give to the community, build your community. This is the shit where I almost look at and say niggas like Charleston White is necessary. It shouldn't be necessary, but in this world, if certain niggas can say they like that and they that gangster, bruh, then goddamn, fuck it, nigga. Everybody you know what I'm saying? It ain't no rules no more. You know what I'm saying? So like I say again, bruh, if
I can respect the nigga like Mo3 saying that shit. You hear me? I'm like that. Yellow Beezy. Yeah, that's one of them motherfuckers. I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm saying them motherfuckers ain't shit. And not to say gangsters, no one respects a coward. I don't respect the motherfucker talking that shit and then gonna get up there, stand on the motherfucking wall with the police. Yeah. You a bitch ass nigga to me. Yeah. To me, you a bitch. There we go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like a black Karen. I call you all kind of bitch ass niggas. You hear me? Yo, bitch ass nigga. Now it's time to get down and get a fur one. I'll go run and call the police. Oh man, come on. That's not what nobody respects a coward. Yeah. On TV, what coward? The movies, they respect killers though. You hear me? They respect killers. This is America. Hunger for murder, sex, and drugs. Cowards is not in there. You hear me?
Nah.
Nobody respects a coward.
Nobody.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths. You hear me? A coward die every fucking day because he's a little bitch coward. You hear me? So everything.
But that's not telling motherfuckers go out here and die for nothing. That's not telling motherfuckers to be. Oh, I'm not scared of nothing, motherfucker. I'm a bang. I'm gonna wear this color and I'm gonna die for my color. I'm gonna die for the flag.
Fearless. The youth is fearless.
It's supposed to be, but it's misguided. That's the only thing that I think about it. I totally say nobody respects the coward. Yeah, nobody respects the coward. If you gon',
I don't know nowadays.
Cowards.
The cowards.
because where are we at, bro? Like, hey, for real. Hey, bro, a lot of the warriors.
Hey, everybody respected this nigga. This nigga coward. I don't know. This nigga, I don't know.
Who you talking about?
That nigga's a coward, man.
I know you don't want to say it.
That nigga Charles White. That nigga's a coward. Charles White's a coward. What you mean? Man, fuck that coward. That nigga's a slave trade. That nigga's a slave trade ass nigga. You hear me?
Hey,
with
bro,
the Africans, with the Africans,
that nigga alone,
where the Africans was right there, where the Africans was on the slaves, and the Romans come over there. They couldn't catch the niggas. All the niggas had to do was run away. That nigga Charleston White there. He telling they overheard. They overheard. You hear me? Yeah, this nigga. Yeah, he Willie Lynch. See, what do niggas don't know about Willie Lynch? Willie Lynch was a nigga. You hear me? That's what they don't know. Willie Lynch was a nigga, old Charleston White ass nigga. You hear me? So hey, I don't see none of the good shit he doing. Where's the buffoon? I don't see nothing but buffoonery. Let's pull up some of this nigga shit. Everybody's a bitch in the world. Everybody's a bitch. That's real. That's coward shit. Because you won't walk up to a motherfucker and say that shit in their face because you're a motherfucking coward, nigga.
Bro, he done did that shit, though.
That nigga ain't did that shit. That nigga got motherfucking FBI on speed down, nigga.
But that nigga was circled in Fort Worth around a bunch of motherfuckers. Nigga pulled out a knife.
He was cornered. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
That nigga sprayed Soulja Boy them down, man. That nigga sprayed their ass, nigga. That nigga danced their base, dog. That nigga sprayed the fuck out. And he sprayed the fuck out the nigga, dog. Hey,
that nigga got all he got to do if he was a bitch ass nigga like him is press foul assault charges. That's all he got to do. And they, you think these motherfuckers is working with you, nigga? They'll file them charges on your dog ass.
You can't threaten an elected official. I heard the nigga say that shit. That nigga say anybody that threaten him, nigga, they coming.
No,
even if you don't
know how the law works, man. But hey, the Romans don't give a fuck about no niggas, bro. You hear me? This is a court of law. This is a court of law, nigga. You can file charges on that nigga right now. You call the police on that nigga. This how I work in Oklahoma.
Hey, for real.
Hey, nigga, say any goddamn thing. That carry shit is real, nigga.
Speaking of that, what do you think about that? Nine spots got raided with Trap connected to Trap Boy and Yellow.
He said that nigga don't got that much power, man. That shit
bro,
was already.
He said it 2 days before it happened.
Like, anybody can see it's about to happen, bro. Everybody know they talking about it in the streets. It's falling down. You're taking credit. It's like he taking credit for the murder. Nigga, you didn't do that shit, nigga. You didn't pull that trigger, nigga. Stop taking credit for that shit, nigga. You didn't do that shit. You taking credit for that shit. You didn't, nigga. You don't got that much power, bro. That's like saying 50 Cent took down Murder Inc. No, the feds took down Murder Inc. Nigga, let's be clear. Let's be clear what happened.
His name 5-0. Could he be working with him? Is it possible?
His name is White. So he working with the white folks. He working with the white folks.
All right, bro. Hey, hold on. 50 Cent.
He didn't do that, though.
50 Cent ain't going there, but his name 5-0. Bro, could some of this shit be like too live for TV? It really make more sense than you think it make, for real. Is it possible?
What's the like about this nigga that say everybody you a bitch like Oprah. You a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch.
You a bitch. Hey, he turned you up though. if he say something about us on 420 tonight, this bitch gonna be going up tomorrow.
Man,
nigga.
Fuck that nigga. Nigga, I ain't no coattail riding ass nigga. Nigga,
Nah.
fuck you and that nigga shit. Nigga, I don't like talking about the hater ass nigga. That nigga's a hater, bro. He don't live around niggas, but he think he's supposed to be the spokesman to talk about blacks. You hear me? He don't even live around blacks, nigga. You shut your motherfucking ass up, nigga.
What about the mentality that black people actually they welcome?
This is a poverty. This is poverty, bro. You got have and have nots. When you create a system that lives off of the monetary system, you got haves and have nots. You take people have a shortage of resources, bro. Let's go. Who got the most resources? People in Plano or people in Fort Worth?
Plano, damn. I mean, it depends on what part of Fort Worth you talking about. God damn it. It does. I can't lie because I've been all around.
Funky Town got some. It's Texas. Shit.
You talking about Stop Six? You talking about
we're talking about the worst
side? Like what we
the best of the best. The best of Plano and the best of Fort Worth.
Hey, bro. Hey, the best of Fort Worth might have the best of Plano and Frisco fucked up. Fort Worth got like some mountain ass houses. Like, bro, I can take you in parts of Fort Worth. You'll be like, oh, fuck nah. I kid you not.
I agree with that. That's Texas. I agree with that.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm telling you, I can take you some place in Fort Worth where you'll be like, fuck, bro. Like, hey, it's some nice spots in Fort Worth.
Well, Oak Cliff or Plano. That's a better one. Oak Cliff or Plano.
That's a good. Now
synopsis. You see the difference.
Even though
now we're talking about blacks and whites.
It's some nice places.
Some nice places in Oak Cliff,
but it's not Plano. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, we'll definitely put it there.
The civil rights activists.
Soto and Cedar Hill. That's different.
The civil rights shit. It's just like this Black Lives Matter shit. The civil rights shit disenfranchised African American businesses. You hear me? So we all got on this ye shit, this we shit. You see the afros, the self-love, go to niggas with perms and the women with perms. You hear me? The self-love, the self-hate has been inflicted. We have been infected. We was on the self-love in the 60s. Now the hatred has been perpetuated so bad, not even only in the games, it's in the speech. You a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch. This nigga like Oprah passing out cars. You hear me? Hey, you a bitch, nigga. Ha ha. You a bitch, you a bitch. That's real. That's real nowadays. You hear me?
Oh, shit.
Man, I bet motherfucker at the Twilight Zone, bro. You hear me? Nigga, the motherfucking Twilight. They gotta get out of this country, bro, because the mindset is, the hate. These motherfuckers hate niggas more than the racist white people, bro. For real.
Hey, you seen Tasha K got the fuck? She got the fuck.
Hey, now that bitch, Nicki Minaj went to Africa, bitch. I want my dust. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't. Now you trying to slander this bitch character? You hear me?
You talking about You talking about damn Offset white Cardi B?
Yeah, Cardi B. Ain't that the girl you talking about to move to Africa?
Yeah, she said Tasha K moved to Africa, but she was slandering the shit out of Cardi B.
Yeah, you slandering her. You wanna? Damn, bitch.
But she got her dust.
I don't even know you.
Got hers.
Bitch, the court system, you don't know about the rich and powerful. They so great, bitch. Y'all want my shit? Yeah, bitch, you want to slander my name? Talking about I'm doing this, and that. Now everybody like, oh man, she's millions of dollars. She's trying to fuck with her. She's poor. Nah, fuck that, bitch.
Hey, bro, fuck nigga. Hey, bro, I know somebody from Kenya. Girls say it's parts of Africa where you can take $50,000 and translate that to $8 million there. She was like, you can buy a home. Any vehicle you want transported or something, you transport your vehicles. She said,
I want to go to that part. My pop just went to Ghana. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, so we looking at it like it's did bad, bro. She probably did the best thing that we ain't never did. Shit.
She probably got to the motherland, but that shit, like how they be saying, they be like, hell no, the prices, shit, nigga, they colonized Africa too. You think they shit? It's a billion motherfuckers over there.
They can raise the rates. I mean, but where we live, the money is worth more. So-called. I mean, I don't know how you make a fiat currency worth more than another fiat currency. Hey, man, I say whoever got control of the resources resources shit.
Hey,
That's why
you know why they want to disconnect us and make us ashamed of the word Africa and African? Because Africa got 70% of the world's resources. You hear me? They want us as disconnected as far as away from Africa and the world is. Nigga, they gonna tell you every story, you hear me, of self-hatred to keep us away from the goddamn resources. 70% of the world's resources is in Africa. So yeah,
divide
nigga.
And conquer. Divide and conquer. Hey, so we spoke on that too during the retrograde. The Woman King. We got to go back and touch on the Woman King. Definitely. I don't know why, Coolio, you keep being in my soul, bro. Like I keep hearing something in the background with that king, man. Whatever to his family members, tap in, lock in with us. Like whatever bro was feeling before his passing, and he told some select few people. He definitely told some select few people. So whoever those people is, like lock in. I want to have a conversation with you. Me myself. But past that, we spoke on the Woman King, and on the Woman King, they dealt with the Dahomey tribe, and the Dahomey tribe was similar to slave catchers. They didn't have the weapons, they didn't have the proper tools to take over other parts of Africa or do certain things themselves. So they aligned themselves with the enemy of that whole nation, and they did, man. They was very vicious, volatile to their people, similar to what they make the rappers look like today. And this is why the Charleston Whites look like they become necessary, is because you have people that actually are portraying to be something that there's no way in hell we should be portraying. Jeffrey Dahmer tried to be that shit. And we also seen that shit come out during the retrograde. So when we think about
no outcry or boycott for Jeffrey Dahmer, though. You hear me? No outcry, no boycott for Jeffrey Dahmer.
And these families weren't paid for this movie, for this film. Let us know that these families that had to reenact Conrad, 14 years old, losing his life to this man, where the police actually walked him back to his apartment after he escaped and left. You know, this woman that seen this whole stuff unfolding said so many times, this is a little boy. He said, no, this is my gay lover. He take the little boy back up there and drill in his head and put acid in it. So with all of this stuff coming out during this retrograde that we have seen, the Woman King with the Dahomey tribe, there is, at the end of the shadows, there is a greatness left there to be unveiled. Like for everyone, go ahead, Dirty Matt. You got something to say, bro?
Like what I said. No, what more of a way to teach you to hate Africans than to teach you a story like that? See, this is in the 8th. We got to understand Africa was already colonized. Before the Romans colonized Africa, the Arabs colonized it. So if y'all see the movie, these all the whole tribe were captors of war already. Like they freed themselves from war. So instead of being the hunted, they become the hunters. You hear me? So that's the whole narrative. But like I say, these who teaching us this shit? Goddamn, they telling the stories. You hear me? They by then we'll see African and don't think we motherfuckers was walking around naked, don't know, like uncivilized. They want to, that's the image they want, like I said, because so they can exploit 70% of the resources.
Because we refuse
that narrative.
We refuse to unlearn and relearn. That is the thing. That was the whole thing with me of saying I'm not black. Just for the simple fact, you tell me I'm some shit, I'm not gonna rock with that shit. Like, period. You can say whatever the fuck. You can say your name Kenna. I'm gonna say fuck my name Knowledge. I don't give a fuck if my mama named me that. I don't care who named me that shit. It's a British name. You're not gonna address me as that shit. I'm Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in this world, if you accept and take what the world dictates, if you don't unlearn and relearn, you're gonna stay stuck in a funk. We are in a teacher's planet. A teacher's planet. Like, we got to learn these valuable lessons and use this shit as a reason. That is what the retrograde is for. It's for you to know, okay, you've been to school, you did all that. All right, it's test time. That's retrograde. It's test time. Let's see what the fuck you do during this test. Will you pass the test? Will you fail the test? You are in a retro rewinding state to see how are you gonna do this time. So hey, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting your diet right, if you're getting your articulation of people, your communication skills correct, if you are doing those things, if you're getting your communication together, and somebody walking by you in the grocery store and they bump your cart and they say, "Oh, you bitch ass!" I just seen this shit at the fair yesterday. I'm gonna post the pictures up to the fair. Big up to my goddess Trish. She's the hottest movie producer, may I say, in the state of Texas, hands down. Like hands down. It's not even close. Yeah, I'll let her talk about her story. Hopefully, we get her up on here and let her talk about her story. Her story is that of magnificence. I don't know. It's too big for me to talk about. But at the same time, in between time, what I'm saying is, if we make our stories what we choose them to be, and don't let anyone else dictate your future or dictate your present. If somebody bumps into you, so you bitch ass, they start laughing. So this motherfucker, hey, I said during the retrograde, I told this story already before, but let me pull one of these motherfuckers out. I'm in the mall. I got a Burberry scarf on, right? I ain't even tripping to show y'all the tag and all that, right? But end of the day, this chick say, one of these, a roll-on cologne. Hey, the chick like, hey, y'all come here. She trying to get a sale. Come in. This is during the retrograde. Come in. We say, oh, no, we finna get something to eat. Go get something else in the mall. We got stuff to do, whatever. So I come in. All right, so she got my girl spraying the perfume. She on the perfume. She smelling herself and all that. I go look at the roll-ons. I say, damn, I got better shit than this in the house. But whatever they say, say 25 for the roll-on. I say, damn, I paid $20 for a pound of oil that I got all at the house. I got a jar where it's pounds of oil in there. All right, so I look at them. I put them back. We don't get nothing from the store. We walk off. I pull this out my pocket, and I'm doing like this. I say, hey, man, my shit smell better than everything that's in the store. The girl look at it, and they come running. Once we get way down, they come running down in the mall. Like, shit, what's up? She say, oh, you stole our roll-on or whatever. I say, bitch. My girl started laughing. She like, you don't even call girls, bitch. I say, hey, bitch, you tripping. I say, yeah. Bitch, you tripping. I put it out of my pocket when I don't even have to. I say, is you talking about this? Yeah. She say, yeah, but I think you took one. I say, go check your cameras or check your spaces, because, bitch, you tripping. Yeah. You tripping, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then she like, oh, the other girl say, well, empty all your pockets out and let us see what's in your pockets. Say, bitch, bitch, you better get the fuck out of my face. Bitch, you done lost your motherfucking mind. Hey, that's what I really get. Hey, but then my girl, she walking around, she even getting pissed now too. Like, and then the security and the owner of the store, they walk down and they say, what's going on with her? Say, man, these bitches done followed us out the store, talking about I done took an oil, and they talking about this. I walked out the store and they still looking, and I say, this shit smell better than what's in there, and they thinking I got they shit, and I'm smelling it now. I say, hey, man, look, hey, bitch, like, I know what the fuck y'all looking at, but I say, check y'all shit, but end of the day, the security say, yeah, they wrong them up. The store owner say, they not even supposed to walk out of the store and follow nobody. They was all out of order, but I seen a bitch at the store today, and it's a new girl there. She said hi. I say, man, y'all don't say nothing to me from this motherfucker for real. And the other girl started telling her what happened. She started telling her what happened, and that happened to be today. She tell her what happened, and I was like, hey, bitch, don't speak. Y'all motherfuckers don't say shit to, because number one, that shit is embarrassing. It could be, and all of that shit. But I realized more than anything, bro, I said, you know what? This is a retrograde. I'm being tested. I caught a bitch. I let that part go, but I could have showed.
That's the least you could. That's the least you could did.
That's the least, the very least. Yeah. So I say, man, it's time for us to start passing these sets, Dirty Mac, man. And yeah, bro. I mean, and man, I definitely say, man, Coolio, PNB Rock, a lot of Cash Desto, man, rest in light to all of those people, bro. And Dirty Mac, man, it's still good to see we here. Flower here will be debuting back again Sunday. I got something special for everybody. Flowers while you here this Sunday. Man, 420 kids, bro. We in effect. Dirty Mac, man. Your brain closing, man. What you got for us?
Hey, love, peace, and happiness. Peace, gods and goddesses. One love.
Peace, and happiness. Hey, y'all duck Retro Shadow too. Like, stay on that. I'm gonna make sure. So if I lead by example, I'm not just telling the youth, hey man, listen to me because I said it. You know, like our parents did us. Why you saying that shit? I want to work out. Like, I'm gonna stay out of look because I said so, motherfucker. I'm your mama. Nah, we not doing none of that. We gonna lead. We gonna actually be the example that y'all want to see. Like, instead of saying fuck it because I said it, fuck it because I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying fuck it because I did it, not because I said it. You know what I'm saying? So I do it, then I can speak to somebody else and say, you know what? I did that shit. I was where you at, and I did something different, and these are the effects from it. So whatever we can get out past that, man, God, body, peace, love, and here I say, like, share, subscribe.